Hello everyone, it is Foul Play here, and we are back for Monday's Modern League here. Now I was going to do a video with green-white Bogles, and then I went and entered the league, and for some reason it had just automatically selected Azuras instead, so it looks like we're going to be doing one with Azuras instead. So land base wise, I think I'm going to make a slight alteration, add in an extra windswept teeth, and take out one of these misty rainforests. So in situations where I want to search out the basic plains, maybe against a burn deck or a moon deck. Obviously, having more white fetches is going to be more advantageous than this one that just gets blue, and that will obviously allow me to get Daybreak Coronet out more reliably, right? Without dealing as much damage to myself. So that should be pretty handy there as far as that efficiency is concerned. So with this deck here, we've got the obviously the 4 Slippery Bogles, and then we've got the 4 Invisible Stalker. So Visible Stalker, also hexproof, but 2 mana. Upside is it's unblockable, which is very, very sweet. So for the auras, it's a little bit different to what we do in green-white, but we are running the Ethereal Armors as a 4 of, the Hyena Umbras also as a 4 of. And then to help enable our card draw with Curious Obsession and Staggering Insight, we're running a lot of flying effects. So we've got 6 flying effects, 4 of which are Arcane Flight, and 2 Grixis. With the 4 Curious Obsession for the more aggressive card draw, and the 2 Staggering Insight for card draw and lifelink. Very, very sweet. With the permission package of this deck, or interaction package of this deck, I've got 2 Force of Negation, 2 Stubborn Denial, and 2 Path in the main deck here. Obviously, I'd like more Force of Negations, but I haven't built up the ticket base just yet for them, so I'm just going to run it with 2 and 2 Stubborn. And, both have their advantages and disadvantages as well. So we've got the 3rd Stubborn Denial in the sideboard, 2 Path to Exiles, 3 Disenchants, 3 Rest in Peace, 2 Torpor Orb, and 4 Leylines. So running into a few decks with, like, ETBs and that new 3 Mana Spirit, the ETBs, a non-land permanent, and then replaces it with an XX Squan where X is its converted mana cost. So Torpor Orb should help shut that deck down a lot, or any deck that might be going on about all of that stuff. Now, yeah, I do have to do a little bit of an apology for the weekend with my uploading. Obviously, I didn't upload Saturday's video on time. I'd left the house and hadn't scheduled it or anything. And obviously I wasn't going home until later on the Sunday. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully it won't happen again. My soccer is over now. So I will have more time on my hands to be organized and everything. So we're up against my last. We won the die roll, so we're going to be on the play. I don't have any creatures in this hand. We're going to throw it. This hand looks pretty decent. I'm going to keep it, and guess we'll bottom the Seachrome Coast in case it's a Ponza deck, I suppose. We'll go to Seachrome Coast. Our opponent will probably think we're on ad nauseum after seeing that. And hopefully we are good after that. Alright, looks like a Thoughtseize deck. Should really not be too surprised here. I really wish I had a 4th right now in my hand. Look, let's just play it out. I think we can get there. Obviously, we need to draw a hexproof creature, and then we should be in a good spot. But our auras are like really sweet. Why is it making that horrible noise? Holy crap. It's back. They like removed the bug, and now it's back again. It's very frustrating. Alright, basic planes just drawn. Obviously not the most helpful card. Likely against my opponent would only want to play like a turn 3 Core Spirit Dancer anyway, so we can play the land, play the Spirit Dancer, maintain priority, play an aura, and get like a card draw off the aura. So Iok, so now they're just stripping our hand again. I don't know if I really like that from my opponent, unless they're like gearing up for a Gurmag Angler, which they might be. I guess I just take Arcane Flight, because it's an extremely, like, flying is very powerful in a Shadow matchup, and I'm pretty sure this is just Grixis Shadow. They take the Staggering Insight. Suppose if they have that like new 2 mana Death Shadow inspired creature, that would make sense that they'd want to get Staggering Insight out of our hand. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's not give our opponent the information of what we drew. Pretty land flooded now. The first land wasn't too bad, but the third land wasn't too bad, but the fourth land is just like god awful. So, Cling to Dust here with the graveyard. Sure, whatever. Alright, there is the Death Shadow. And they're going to get a Gurmag Angler out as well, exiling all in the grave. Okay. Well, our hand is awful. I mean, our hand's not too bad. I'm just, not having a creature is awful, right? So we'll see how much damage our opponent attacks us for here. Obviously, if we could have drawn a creature, we could still draw a creature and get back into it. Like, they've dealt all this damage to themselves. Only got 3 cards in hand, so obviously their resources are quite limited at the moment. Get that last bit of thinning happening from my deck there. And, alright, so that's game. One of those games where Thoughtseize just ruins the day for you. But those are going to happen, right? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We have got Leyline of Sanctity for that. Now, I think in this matchup, we're probably going to want to take out our Stubborn Denials, bring in our Paths. These Core Spirit Dancers, probably quite weak. I don't like Graveyard Hate against Shadow decks, so I'm not going to be doing that. I think Force might be better on the draw than it is on the play. It's like a pseudo Leyline of Sanctity, right? Just so you can get your creature out. So yeah, let's go with this. Hope for a good hand. And yeah, while we wait for our opponent to finish sideboarding, if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got about like 50% of my viewers out there that aren't subscribed at the moment, and obviously having more of you hit that button will help grow the channel, and help me get towards my goal of reaching monetization, which would be really nice. Obviously, I'm a long ways away from that at the moment, but you know, one day hopefully. Alright, so I guess we might as well just keep this and hope we draw some more auras. And if our opponent can't interact with our hand, the Curious Obsession is going to be very good. So we can bottom the... I guess we just bottom 1 Invisible Stalker. And then we can guarantee resolve the second one. And then if we cycle a Horizon Canopy, we're good. And like, this is only bad if our opponent has Mystical Dispute. Alright, let's do that. Obviously, Invisible Stalker is unblockable, which is really sweet. My opponent's shocked in his Steam Vents and didn't do anything else. Do they have Mystical Dispute? That'd be pretty savage. Well, that's a great aura to draw. Let's make them have it, obviously. And And, you know, they're going to have that plus discard to stop me from getting the second Stalker down. Wow. Thought Scout? Okay, that's fine. Sweet. Well, I thought they were going to get us there for a second, but no, not this time. Curious they led on the steam vents as well over like a Bloodstained Mire into a Watery Grave or something. I'm not sure if that was their only land in hand or not. So here comes the discard. Obviously going to take Curious Obsession, really powerful card. And then we're going to look to just pressure our opponent, of course. That's a really sweet draw. Let's lead on the Staggering Insight here. We'll play around Stubborn now here as well. Alright, and we'll throw down our Gristbone. If they want to counter this, they can. It's just like stopping 1 damage. To be honest, like with an unblockable creature, there's other auras I'd prefer to be resolving, right? Alright, so we draw a land with that one. We get a little bit of life, which shuts off the 2-mana creature I was talking about earlier. Can't remember the name of it. Not today. Alright, Mish's Bobble for my opponent, so now they can pretty safely get a Gurmog out and enable Ferocity. So there is a Death Shadow and 3 cards left in hand. They're going to draw 1 off the Mish's Bobble in our upkeep. Obviously, Death Shadow is pretty small at the moment. And there comes the Gurmog Angler, so that's attacks their graveyard a little bit. Alright, we draw another Invisible Stalker, which is not ideal. Let's cycle this Horizon Canopy, see if we can get a payoff somehow. Alright, we do not. Alright, so we attack our opponent for 2 damage here. They can't block. We draw a card. Hyena Umbra is not bad. I think I'm going to play out this second Invisible Stalker. Obviously, we're flooded with them in hand. It's more mana efficient to do this than the Hyena Umbra as well, and this represents a chump blocker for one of their creatures. Plague Engineer, well, that's pretty good. On either human or rogue they can name here to get us. So they name human. Hyena Umbra we can put on our Invisible Stalker and, you know, we'll be fine to continue attacking, but our opponent's got a much quicker clock than we do at the moment. Although that might go a long way to helping. So the more damage we deal, the more damage we'll take here, which could be an issue. I think I do want to attack and gain some life. Currently, our opponent has got 11 damage on the board, which is enough to kill us. Maybe I just need to leave up blockers. Or maybe I attack and gamble that I get the Path to Exile. This is an interesting spot. Alright, let's leave up chump blockers for the Plague Engineer and make them have the Team of Battle Rage here. And next turn, if we draw Ethereal Armor, we can attack for 7. That's almost enough, not quite. I guess if we block Plague Engineer, we'll go up to an 8/8 as well. Or, sorry, a 4/4. And then have chump blockers with the Stalkers. Alright, so we can choose to block here potentially. At the cost of our Hyena Umbra. And then our opponent would be netting 1 damage on us. I think we have to. Alright, let's gamble. Let's gamble. So here, if they team a Battle Rage, they'll do exactly lethal to us. And we're representing Path, but, you know, that's probably not enough. Oh, no, he's not. Alright, Scourge. That's also pretty terrifying. Alright, that is an excellent draw. Hopefully no Stubborn Denial. Oh, well, my opponent has literally had it all this game, haven't they? Alright, so that's going to be game. I can block, and then I can't play another creature. Alright, happy to call that one there. I think we were just dead if we attacked. If I was doing my math right, we were just dead if we attacked. Yeah, that's a shame. It's a shame we didn't have like a heavy hitting aura earlier as well. I guess we kept a pretty sketchy hand. Mulled to 6, kept 2 creatures, 3 lands, and 1 aura. So we probably overperformed for what sort of hand we kept. Maybe I should have gone down to 5 as well. A little bit tough to say. Yeah, but unfortunately we didn't get there that game. I think we were obviously pretty close to getting there, right? But yeah, that's a shame. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like or comment down below. If you're new, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications every time a new video goes live. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.